Hi everyone, and welcome to a real short video for a review on the Nike Vaporfly Next. So I've purchased, I'm now on my fourth pair of these trainers. I had two initially. I bought a yellow pair, it was like a neon yellow, and a pink pair. The neon yellows went back because, and I'll show you the reasons why in a very, very short minute, because my pink ones are exactly the same. But I've purchased a new pair of these are the Next Mark II, and I can't pronounce the guy's name, but he's a marathon runner. I think he's a marathon runner, and these are kind of like his own design trainers, I think, something like that. So these are the pink ones, pink and white. First things first is let's look at the shoe and discuss quite a large chunk of the shoe itself and some of the features of it. If we start with the uppers are a very thin mesh, which are, I've got to be honest, really good for running in hot conditions. Very, very breathable. And if they get wet as well, they tend to wicker away a lot of the moisture, especially if you're doing triathlon like what I do. If you're tipping water on your head or you're constantly sweating, they tend to dry off quite quickly. The laces, I don't know whether you can see that. You can probably see it up against my top, yeah. They've got this like little ribbed lace, and what actually happens is when you pull them tight to do them up, the little ribs actually dig into the holes, and they're kind of like a ladder lock effect. They're not, in my opinion, probably not as good as ladder locks in triathlon when you pull them tight, but they are, I got to be honest, I think I've only ever had one lace undo when I've been out running with them. The other thing to note is how light they are. They are super light. I would weigh them, but my weighing scales are broke. But I think that the color of these ones, I really do like the pink and orange. So let's talk about the carbon plate inside. Now, I am not any expert in any stretch of the imagination to talk about the carbon plate, but what I will show you is this, of the shoe, how it doesn't bend. With normal trainers, 1 second, let me quickly grab one. These are just a cheap pair of Carrymore, which I had for training in. You get these from JD Sport, no, not JD Sports, Sports Direct or something. Look, they fold right up, so out they go. Yeah, with these carbon plates, they are very inflexible. And what it allegedly does is it gives you an energy return. When you're running and you're landing, it supposedly springs you back up. I've got to be honest, since I've been running in these trainers, I have noticed my times coming down, but also, excuse me, my recovery after runs. I don't seem to be putting as much pounding into my joints, my toes, my ankles, my knees, my hips. I've got to be honest, I really do like them. They have got some real downside for me. And the first things first is the price. The price is roughly on 224 quid, I think I paid for my first pair. I didn't pay that for these. I paid about 160 odd, 165. They were on offer. But yeah, the price point is well up there, really high. I've tried to run in other trainers since I've had these, and I don't like running in other trainers. In fact, I find it very painful. So I don't know whether that's a plus or a minus, probably a plus for Nike, because it means I want to buy more pairs. The downside for me is, just want to draw your attention to this sole here. Now this is my left foot. When I run, as I land, I seem to land on the outside of my trainer and then roll in and push off. They call it supinating. So I run in, I land, and I push. But for some reason, I don't know whether it's because I run like a Shetland pony, but I seem to dig my foot in before I roll off. And what's actually happened is it has worn away the grip. You can see all the rest of the grip, brand new, not an issue. But that one on the edge, all worn away, very thin. The grips are not very thick anyway, So you can see they're only probably about 1.5 mil, 2 mil maximum. And on the back end, you haven't got them either. You've got a small grip, but as you can see, this has begun to wear away already. How many miles have I done in these? Not a great deal. Probably maybe 100k max, maybe less than that, I don't know. With these ones, I will be measuring how far I'm going, because I have been in contact with Nike regarding my old trainers. I've sent them back and they are refunding me the money. But what I would like to do is to have an understanding as to why that is happening. Now, I have got insoles made. Now, I haven't fitted them in these because these insoles are kind of like a bit glued down, and I didn't want to take them out if there was an issue. But when I've run in my other trainers, in my, what have I got all together? I've got Hoka's, I've had Adidas, I've got all sorts. I still, even though I've got fitted insoles, I am still doing this, rolling and damaging. Now, if anybody can give me any advice on why that's happening, I will gladly take it, because I cannot keep on afford paying 160, 170, 180 quid for a pair of trainers that's lasting me less than 100k. I know that these have got a shelf life due to the carbon plate, so they say, but you would expect them to last a lot longer. This is my right foot. My right foot is worn. None of the other side is worn. So what I've been trying to do when I've been trying to run is I've been trying to land more on the ball of my foot. So I'm landing like this and hoping that my foot will level out before I need to push off again. So I'm landing, leveling and pushing off, instead of coming in on this angle, rolling and pushing off. It's not very good biomechanics, I know, but that's what I'm trying to do, because I need to ensure that these last me a lot longer than what they're currently doing. So that's the pink pair, pink and orange. I do like them, but these are the brand new pair which came day before yesterday. 165 quid on offer from, I think it's footy.com, something like that. I think the colour is absolutely amazing in all their trainers, certainly in all of the Vaporflies. I love the colours. The sponge sole in these is like kind of like a pinky colour, and in the white you can totally see the difference straight away. But I really do like these. These are the newest version, the Mark IIs. What's the difference between these two? They've still got the ribbed lace. You can see that. They've still got that. The way they do up is across the front of the toe, which is the same for that one. The uppers are the same. They have got a mesh inside, but they've got a big tick on the front, which I understand is a bit of it's reflective. So if you was out running in these in the night or the dusk or early morning, you'll be picked up. People will see that from a car light. The car light shines on them, it should reflect. Another good thing inside is, same as the Mark 1 and Mark 2, you've got this foam. It's like a horseshoe foam in there, which stops your foot sliding up and down and rubbing the back of your ankle and your Achilles tendon. This always seems to go flat on mine. It's not a problem. That's no issue at all. It doesn't stop any liquid from running in there. I say liquid, I mean water or drink. If you're running, you always seem to get a soggy ankle, for want of a better phrase. That doesn't stop anything, so I don't know what that really is this little bit for. There's no hooks on them to pull up with. Not that you would need them. I've got to be honest, in every single trainer I've ever worn, now my Hoka Carbon X2s were really comfortable. These are next level. They really are. They are so comfortable. You could probably wear these day in, day out for the rest of your life. Be very expensive, but you would never ever have a problem with your feet ever again. They don't seem to need to be bedded in, first of all, or I don't think you need to really run any sort of distance before you could race in them, in my opinion. I would say wear socks, because when I raced back a few weeks ago down at Bristol Olympic Tri, I wore my yellow ones, which are now gone back to Nike, and they did rub my toe slightly, and I did have a little bit of blood in the toe area by there. But other than that, I really cannot fault them. Everybody seems to be wearing them. Are they an expense that I could probably do without? Yeah, possibly. But what I find is, doesn't matter, seem to matter what trainer I'm wearing at the moment, they last all roughly the same. I did try on a pair of On Cloud Vapor Cloud, or no, not Vapor Cloud, On Cloud something Cloud, over at a local sports shop in Cwmbran where I live, and they were nice, but they weren't as nice as these, and they didn't have a carbon plate in them. They had a synthetic plate. Don't know what the difference was. There is one thing with these, is when you do put them on and you start to walk, you've got a natural tendency to want to start running. It's a very strange feeling. If you've never tried them on, you get the chance to try a pair on in a sports shop. I don't know whether they stock them in sports shops, but if they do, and you are into your, whether it be triathlon, running, or whatever it may be, certainly slip on a pair and have a walk around in the shop with them, because they do push you forward. But yeah, they're really nice. Expensive. How would I rate these out of 10? I would probably give them, for comfort, I'd give them a 10 every single day. For weight, again, I would give them 10, because they are so light. How they look, for me personally, whether it be those ones, or I've got a pair of orange ones upstairs, which the wife bought me for my birthday, which I haven't worn yet, because my birthday's not until the end of the month. I think design-wise, colours, I think they're a 10 as well. I love the laces, the way they lock. Very good. Price point, unless you get them on a deal, these are 200 and something odd quid, 225 quid, way too much. 165 is way too much for me personally. You can get other ones for about 125 quid if you do shop around for Vaporflies, but they'll be the Mark 1 and not Mark 2s. 125 quid, as long as they last a lot longer than what they're lasting me, they're probably a real good investment. So overall, I like them. I really do. And everybody, doesn't matter what race I'm going to, everybody seems to be wearing Vaporflies. I don't see many other trainer out these days. I do see a bit of Adidas, but all the rest of it is Nikes. Okay, I hope you've had or got some sort of benefit from this video. It's the first one I've done in ages, just giving you a review on these trainers. But I did do a review on my Merrells, which are natural trainers. They got nothing in them. Your foot just goes in, and I had like nearly 5,000 reviews. I'm going to post this on YouTube. If you could give me a review, or if you could like it, subscribe, whatever you may do, that would really be amazing. And what does it say there? Engineered to the exact specifications of world-class runners. I don't think that's me. Okay, until I speak to you all soon. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Have a great day. Whatever you're doing, be safe, look after each other, and live lucky. Take care, everybody. Bye.